This is David Whispers, and tonight we are going to be reading about Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt. This was a viewer request by Pie Gorilla Guy, who commented, "You gotta do one about Chris Pratt. I need to know more about him before I watch him as Mario." So I am sure we're going to cover that and more. And by that, of course, Gorilla Guy is referring to Chris Pratt being cast as Mario in, I suppose, a remake. I doubt it's going to follow canon with the first one, but Mario in Mario Bros. The movie. So, let's read about this guy. Christopher Michael Pratt, born June 21st, 1979, is an American actor known for starring in television as well as action and animated films. He rose to prominence for his television roles, particularly as Andy Dwyer in the NBC sitcom Parks and Recreation, for which he received critical acclaim and was nominated for the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series in 2013. He also starred earlier in his career as Bright Abbott in the WB drama series Everwood, and had roles in Wanted, Jennifer's Body, Moneyball, The 5-Year Engagement, Movie 43, Zero Dark 30, Delivery Man, and Her. Pratt went on to establish himself as a Hollywood leading man in 2014 with lead roles in 2 critically and commercially successful films: Warner Animation Group's The Lego Movie as Emmett Brickowski, and Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy as Starlord. In 2015, Time magazine named him one of the 100 most influential people in the world. Pratt starred in Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and he reprised his Marvel role in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Thor Love and Thunder, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Meanwhile, in 2016, he was part of an ensemble cast in The Magnificent Seven and the male lead in Passengers. Christopher Michael Pratt was born on June 21st, 1979 in Virginia, Minnesota. The youngest child of Kathleen Louise, who worked at a Safeway supermarket, and Daniel Clifton Pratt, who worked in mining and later remodeling houses. Pratt's father died in 2014 from multiple sclerosis. His mother is of Norwegian descent. When Pratt was 7 years old, the family moved to Lake Stevens, Washington. Pratt placed 5th in a high school state wrestling tournament. He later recalled that when his wrestling coach asked him what he wished to do with his life, he said, "I don't know, but I know I'll be famous, and I know I'll make a shit ton of money. I had no idea how. I'd done nothing proactive." He graduated from Lake Stevens High School in 1997. Pratt dropped out of community college halfway through the first semester, and after working as a discount ticket salesman and daytime stripper, he ended up homeless in Maui, Hawaii, sleeping in a van and a tent on the beach. He told The Independent, "It's a pretty awesome place to be homeless. We just drank and smoked weed and worked minimal hours, just enough to cover gas, food, and fishing supplies." He recalled listening to the Dr. Dre album 2001 daily, to the point where he knew every lyric. Years later, he rapped Eminem's verses from the song Forgot About Dre extemporaneously during an interview. During his time in Maui, he worked for Chris Christian missionary organization Jews for Jesus. At age 19, Pratt was waiting tables at the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company restaurant in Maui when he was discovered by actress and director Rae Dawn Chong. She cast him in her directorial debut, the short horror film Cursed Part 3, which was filmed in Los Angeles. Pratt's first regular television role was as Harold Bright Abbott on the series Everwood. After Everwood's cancellation, he joined the cast of The O.C. for its 4th season, playing activist Winchester J. Cook. He also had an appearance in the 2008 film Wanted, where James McAvoy hits him with a keyboard. In 2009, Pratt began playing Andy Dwyer on the NBC comedy series Parks and Recreation. Originally meant to be a temporary character, producers liked Pratt so much they asked him to become a series regular. This proved to be his breakthrough role. Pratt portrayed Oakland Athletics first baseman catcher Scott Hatteberg in the 2011 film Moneyball. He was initially told that he was too fat to play Hatteberg, as he had gained 40 pounds, which Pratt attributed to the cooking of his then-girlfriend, actress Anna Faris. Deciding to lose weight, he worked out continuously, regularly checking to see if the part was cast, losing a total of 30 pounds. When he felt he had lost enough, he sent a photo of himself to the casting director and won the part. Prior to the release of Moneyball, Pratt was typecast as youthful and somewhat immature characters. In Moneyball, he played a dramatic role as a father and dejected baseball player who once feared his career was over and who had the difficult task of learning a new defensive position. He gained back the weight he had lost to appear in the film 10 years, then lost it again to portray a Navy SEAL in the film Zero Dark 30. He played the co-worker of Joaquin Phoenix's character in Spike Jonze's sci-fi romance Her in December 2013. While Pratt had been known to this point for playing supporting characters and was best known for his portly character on Parks and Recreation, 2014 marked a turning point in his career when he headlined 2 major studio films: Emmett Brakowski in the Lego Movie, which grossed $469.1 million, and Peter Quill or Starlord in Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy, which grossed $773.3 million. Pratt had initially turned down the role of Peter Quill, explaining he did not want another Captain Kirk or Avatar moment after humbling auditions for both. The film's casting director, Sarah Finn, suggested Pratt to the director James Gunn, who had struggled to cast that role and dismissed the idea. In spite of this, Finn arranged for a meeting between the two, at which point Gunn was convinced that Pratt was perfect for the role. Pratt also won over Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, despite having gained weight again for the comedy film Delivery Man. The role was part of a multi-film deal that Pratt signed with Marvel. Bruce Dionis of The New Yorker noted, "Pratt, overflowing with charisma, plays the leader of the pack of misfits, and his blissed-out space cowboy, with a love for 70s music, is so full of goodwill that he buoys the film and its requisite whiz-bang special effects." In November 2013, Pratt, an avid fan of Jurassic Park who has referred to the film as My Star Wars, replaced Josh Brolin as the lead in Jurassic World. He played Owen Grady, who works training velociraptors. Jurassic World grossed $652.3 million in North America and $1.018 billion overseas for a worldwide total of $1.67 billion. His performance was praised, with Peter Travers of Rolling Stone stating that Pratt aced it as an action hero and invests his sexual banter with a comic flair the movie could have used more of. He reprised the role in the sequel, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, which was released on June 22nd, 2018. Although a commercial success, the sequel received mixed reviews, with Brian Lowry of CNN criticizing the film for largely neutralizing Pratt's charm and comedic skills. His next film role was as Josh Faraday, a gambler in The Magnificent Seven, a remake of the 1960 Western with the same name, in which he starred alongside Denzel Washington. The film was released on September 23, 2016. Pratt's second 2016 release was Passengers, a science fiction film which opened in December, co-starring Jennifer Lawrence. Pratt played Jim Preston, a mechanic who wants to get off an Earth that no longer seems to value a guy who works with his hands. Pratt reprised his role as Peter Quill, Starlord, in the Guardians of the Galaxy sequel, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which was released in May 2017. The film focuses on Quill's and his team's search for his father. Pratt also reprised the character in Avengers: Infinity War, which was released in April 2018, and in Avengers: Endgame, which was released on April 26, 2019. Additionally, Pratt reprised the voice role of Emmett in the Lego Movie 2, the second part, along with another character, Rex Dangervest. In August 2017, Pratt was confirmed to star in the Western drama The Kid. He is also set to appear as Duncan in the action film Cowboy Ninja Viking, alongside Priyanka Chopra. Initially, the movie was decided to be released in June 2019. However, on August 7th, 2018, the film was pulled from the release list, nullifying the previous release date. In March 2020, Pratt had a lead voice role in the Disney Pixar animated feature film Onward alongside his Avengers co-star Tom Holland. In May 2021, Pratt and Parks and Recreation announced the release this year of a new album based on Pratt's character Andy Dwyer. In June 2021, they officially released a pair of singles, The Pit and Two Birds Holding Hands, and more details were released about the album, which is called Mouse Rat: The Awesome Album. The album is expected to be released in August 2021. In September 2021, it was announced that Pratt would be voicing the Nintendo mascot Mario in an upcoming film based on the video game series of the same name. In November 2021, it was announced that he will star in animated film Garfield, voicing the titular cat, directed by Mark Dindal from a script by David Reynolds. In March 2014, Pratt was awarded the CinemaCon Award for Breakthrough Performer. In 2014, he was ranked at number 2 on People magazine's annual list of sexiest men alive. Pratt was the featured cover story of the July 18th issue of Entertainment Weekly, which documented the evolution of his physique over the course of the previous 12 years, going from 220 pounds for his role on Everwood to 295 pounds for Delivery Man to 225 to 230 pounds for his roles in Zero Dark 30 and Guardians of the Galaxy. Pratt poked fun at his fluctuating physique in a musical number he performed during his monologue when he hosted the September 27, 2014 episode of Saturday Night Live. On April 21st, 2017, Pratt received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his contributions to the motion picture industry, located at 6834 Hollywood Boulevard. In 2007, on the set of Take Take Me Home Tonight, Pratt met actress Anna Faris, who played his love interest in the film. They were engaged in late 2008 and married in Bali, Indonesia on July 9th, 2009, eloping on a whim after a friend's wedding. They lived in the Hollywood Hills neighborhood of Los Angeles. Their son, Jack, was born in August 2012, 9 weeks premature and weighing only 3 pounds 12 ounces. Pratt stated that the birth of his preterm son really defined his faith in God, after both he and his wife prayed a lot, as they were initially afraid of the baby's prognosis. The couple split in 2017 and finalized their divorce the following year. Pratt began a relationship with author Katherine Schwarzenegger in June 2018. On January 13th, 2019, Pratt announced that he and Schwarzenegger were engaged. They were married on June 8th, 2019 in Montecito, California. In August 2020, their first child together, Lila Maria, was born. Through his marriage to Schwarzenegger, he is a member of the Kennedy family. Pratt was raised Lutheran and later worked for Jews for Jesus, eventually becoming a non-denominational Christian. Pratt reportedly attends the Zoe Church in Los Angeles, which is affiliated with the Hillsong Church and has been criticized by some as anti-LGBTQ. Pratt denied he attends an anti-LGBTQ church by stating, "It has recently been suggested that I belong to a church which hates a certain group of people and is infamously anti-LGBTQ. Nothing could be further from the truth. I go to a church that opens its doors to absolutely everyone." Politically, Pratt has stated he does not feel represented by either side of the political spectrum and has expressed a desire to find common ground. He donated over $1,000 to Barack Obama's 2012 campaign. In 2015, Pratt and Anna Faris donated $1 million to a charity which provided eyeglasses to underprivileged children. The donation was allegedly inspired by Pratt's son, who was born premature and visually impaired. They also donated to Neonatal Intensive Care Unit of the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, and also supported March of Dimes, which works to end premature births, birth defects, and infant mortality. In February 2021, Pratt donated $20,000 to fight hunger in South Carolina. The donation was part of a fundraiser by Pratt and an organization to raise $650,000 in order to fight food insecurity amidst the COVID-19 pandemic in the United States. Pratt also helped create the charity Feed Thy Neighbor, to which he donated $100,000. Also, in February 2021, he donated $10,000 to the Edmonds Food Bank as part of his organization, and also donated to the Edmonds Chamber of Commerce and Edmonds Waterfront Center in Washington State. So there you have it. Other than filmography and awards, I'm sure later. Theme park attractions, there's a new one. He has the Jurassic World ride and Velocicoaster at Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal's Islands of Adventure. The Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout at Disney California Adventure. And any fun little other tidbits in here? Nope, just the references. That was a good one. That was a great recommendation by, I think it was Pie Gorilla Guy. I apologize if I got that incorrect. In fact, I will check. I'll actually check. I think it was a good memory there. Pie Gorilla Guy, indeed. Thank you for the recommendation. And if anyone actually is coherent and up and watching this right now, yes, I did receive the other recommendations and I responded as well. So on the list we have Ariana Grande. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'm sure I'll find out. Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I am absolutely looking forward to, I must say. The bigger the star, the longer the Wikipedia entry is what I've observed, especially the bigger and older the star, the longer. I have noticed for some reason musicians' wikis are very large compared to film stars, and what I'm getting at is you may notice the requests, the viewer requests for actors and actresses are filled much quicker than any musical stars. In fact, I haven't put any musical stars, any musicians on the site yet because they are very, very lengthy, and I will have to cut them probably over a weekend when I have a lot of time to record them. Just go ahead and look at the Justin Bieber or Ariana Grande Wikipedias for yourself and see how much reading is involved there, and you'll understand why I've been taking my sweet time getting around to those. So, other than that, I had a really good time reading this one. I really liked reading about Mr. Pratt's humble upbringing. I mean, parents were a supermarket attendant and the other worked in a coal mine. Come on, this is a fabulous success story, and the dude makes me laugh like crazy. So, like the other people I have on this channel that I choose to read about, big fan of this guy. I should have that on a t-shirt. Big fan of this guy. And that's gonna do it. I'm either going to go to sleep or I'm going to record what was I going to do? I was going to record, I don't even want to say, because I'm happy about it. You'll see what it is. You'll see it is another video game character, but a popular one. You should leave in the comments who you think it's going to be. A popular video game character is who I'm going to record next. And then I'll do probably Justin Bieber or JoJo's, we'll see. But I have to put some in there that I like as well.